What is a lie? A lie is fabrication. So what is fabrication? I put it on this board there. Fabrication means made up story. Have you ever seen these prefab houses? They have prefab houses, and what they do, they bring in the walls and all that. It's already done. All they do is just have a slab and they put them up, called prefab. It's made up. A lie is a made-up story with the intentions of misleading somebody. That's a lie. That you deliberately tell it, you know it's not the truth, but you tell it to mislead somebody. Let me give an example of what I'm talking about. Brian Williams, the anchor man for NBC, is now in a lot of trouble because he told people that he was in Iraq and he was on one of the airplanes that was shot at and that the bullets hit the plane and that his life was in danger, and it was a lie. He told that lie 12 years ago, and now the pilot who was on the plane that was shot said Brian Williams was never on that plane, but he did talk to Brian once they got on the ground. Brian Williams told a big lie. And what has happened with that, it has had a ripple effect. He received an award, a journalistic award, for his portrayal in news coverage about Katrina in New Orleans. And this is what he said. I just got it from the downloading it. And he said that he was in his hotel window, in his hotel looking out the window when all this flood was coming. And he saw dead bodies floating down in New Orleans. And that he drank some water that was flood water, and he became seriously ill. Now they found out that he was lying. A man who was prominence, he's been the anchor for NBC for all of these years, and now they found out that all the time he was lying. There's a fellow by the name of Malaki. I guess many of you saw it. I put this on the video too. He was a young man that said he's paraplegic, and he said that he died and he went to heaven. And he came back and was telling people about what he saw in heaven. And people bought the story and made a movie about it. But now he's saying, I lied. Now this is what he said. I went to heaven. This is what he said he did. He said, I went to heaven because I thought it would get me attention. He said, I went to heaven because I thought it would get me attention. So he was lying to get attention. Malaki admitted when I made the claims that I did, I had never read the Bible. But people bought it. I mean, professional people, you got all this sense. They bought that story, made a movie about it, made money. And this young man had said, it never happened to me. I never had read the Bible. And not only that, he says here, when I made the claim that I did, I had never read the Bible, people have profited from his lies and continue. They should read the Bible, which is enough. The Bible is the only source of truth in the world written by man, cannot be infallible. Isn't that something? Now here are two people. Brian Williams, who is a famous commentator, and now there are people asking him to resign from his position. And then they put on these little clips when he has been on national television, like The Tonight Show and other shows, and telling that lie over and over, and people bought it. He has discredited himself. There's one thing about a lie. You keep telling it, it's going to catch up with you. That's why I constantly talk to our young people. You won't listen. I hope you are listening. Don't lie to your parents. Look at this young girl, 15 years of age. Listen, any of us, including me, you can be abducted in a minute. Even y'all young ladies going out, you don't tell your mother or anybody where you're going. don't know the man you're going out with. So you go out with him, and you don't know what type of person he is. And nowadays, people are putting this stuff in your drinks and having sex with you in that kind of bimbo position. It ain't funny. It's not funny. Now read it for yourself. Don't take my word. Don't download it. And see the thousands of black young ladies that have already been abducted and have been missing for years and years. Look at the man in Cleveland, Ohio, who sat on his porch. And because he was a attractive young guy, these young girls would stop and talk with him. I don't know what he said to them. But let me tell you something. Men know what you women want to hear. They know, and women know what men want to hear too. And if a man's trying to get you, he's going to tell you what you want to hear. He'll tell you when you're beautiful and your teeth are hanging out of your mouth. He'll tell you that. He'll tell you that. He'll tell you that you're pretty and you look in the mirror yourself and got scared. He'll tell you you look good, you get on the scales and the scales say get off. They know what you want to hear. And they know how to get you to go to bed too. So now all of them teaching them, I feel like they're not sure because y'all think it's funny. Y'all don't take the shit. But you got these young children, these young girls in our church. So here you are, young lady, you tell your mom you know you're lying to her, and she has your interest at heart. It's terrible. People say what you want to hear. Don't be like the boy who cried wolf. Wolf coming, wolf, and the parents start running with the guns and axes and trying to fight off the wolf, and they, ain't no wolf. He did another wolf coming, they start running. Third time he did it, they said, well, we ain't going up there, the wolf ain't that brother. See, this teaching does not mean very much to some people because we think lying is a joke. They hear the saints say, I lie. You know, it's funny. It's funny. And that's what we're dealing with. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. And Brian Williams, my heart goes out to him. All of his prominence, all of that he's achieved in life. And now there are people, prominent people, are asking him now to resign. The first line that was told in the Bible was in Genesis chapter 3. When God told Adam and Eve, said, if you partake of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, you shall surely die. And the devil said, you shall not. When people want to get you to do something that they want you to do, they're going to go against what you've been taught. And that's why you hear me putting so much emphasis on our young people. I don't want you to live too fast. You're in junior high school, enjoy it. Get into high school, enjoy it. Go to college, enjoy it. But you ain't got no business having a baby when you're 16. You shouldn't have no baby when you're 18. And if a man got to get you on your back for you to believe that he cares about you, he doesn't care about you anyway. Look at this scripture. Exodus chapter 20, verse 16. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Don't you ever let anybody get you involved in something that you don't know nothing about and then you act like you do. A false witness is a person that didn't see it, don't know it, but act like he did. Come here, Foster. Come here. Let's see what people do. I'll come over here and talk to Foster against Hopper. I talk to Foster against Hopper, but when I get Hopper by himself, I'm going to talk to Hopper against Foster. You're a false witness. That's what you call manipulation, playing one against the other. But that stuff will catch up with you. One of the worst reputations you can have is when people believe that you are a liar. Touch your neighbor and say, dangerous to lie. The dangerous thing you do is to lie, because it's not going to work. They just put here a few months ago, man in prison because he falsified his income tax and had on there that he gave to the church over $5,000 and hadn't given $5. Lie. And we think that I can see, you just think it's just a funny thing to you. Doesn't mean anything. It has no bearing at all. But let me tell you, if your children see that you will lie, your children going to lie just like you. Thou shalt not therefore, don't manipulate people. And one of the worst things that can happen is when a man and a woman go out and have some kind of intimate relationship in sexuality, and then you come back and tell it. Don't let men use you. Don't let men use you for their pleasure, and when they get through with you, they're ready to get somebody else. They call it conquest. You don't want that. But you allow it to happen. That's why the Bible speaks of silly women. Church and they say, he ain't talking about you, he's just talking at you. Now listen, I can do this. I'm your father. I'm your father. I enjoy my age. I enjoy what I am. Every house needs a father. Look at our church. Whenever you go to anybody's church, you look for a family. You don't want to go to a church where there's no men and all women. You want to see children. You want to see babies. You want to see teenagers. You want to see middle age. You want to see older people as well. We have a balanced church. A balanced church. My job, and I love it so very much, what I'm trying to get you to do is don't damage your future. Now I'm going to close with this. Let me tell you. Touch your neighbor and say, God got something for you. Come over here, Frost. Stand facing. Here where you are right now. And God got, don't use this as an analogy, God got something for you. But if you don't conduct yourself right until you get it, when you get it, you won't be able to enjoy it because you didn't act right back here. God understands what you're doing. I'm saying God got something